This is your pick.
Brand new today. This is my baby. I absolutely love. I wear, and I've never worn Shapermint before, if I'm being perfectly honest.
No.
I generally will wear someone else's brand, but I wear a bodysuit every single day on the air, and sometimes, yeah, because I have a lot of fluff, as I've told you before.
It makes you feel better.
From here to there, and it gives me confidence. And so when I put on my Shapermint today, I was really glad I could actually even button my jeans easier and pull
I love that.
because it just smoothed me out easier. And it's nice and long enough for you. So 2 thumbs up.
Yay!
At a great, great price. I couldn't believe the price before the shipping and handling, or even with the shipping and handling. It's $20 a piece. And these are very sophisticated. There's lots of technology in them. It's not a regular tank top. Nothing wrong with a regular tank top, but if you want something that's going to give you confidence so that you feel when you walk, this doesn't jiggle and move too much, then you're going to want to invest in this. I promise you. 3 easy pays at $12 will get it home. These are new. They're part of the all-day, everyday shaping. You're going to have 2 of these. It is fitted. We'll show you and talk about sizing in a second, but that's your black and oatmeal. Here is your black and true summer white. Here is going to be your oatmeal and white. Here is your rose tan and chai.
I love that rose.
Because even if you're wearing this, there's so many open knit sweaters that you need to wear something
just like
under.
the one you're wearing.
Yeah, this would be perfect. And then here's what I have on, the navy and the white, if you're interested in that. Normally I'm a medium in the top on QVC. I'm wearing the large. Now I did pull the medium, but I put the large on and I was like, okay, this fits. I don't need to go anywhere.
Yeah. So a lot of times in the cami and the tank, we do size up 1 from your brick and mortar size. So not to confuse anyone, but this is Shapermint sizing. And if you will find your dress size on our size chart, cruise over to the left and pick your alphabetic size. And then I recommend going up 1. I do tend to be a little larger busted. So maybe if you weren't so large busted, you would pick your true size, but for me, I like to go up 1.
I just say go up a size because that way you won't be disappointed when you get it home. There is so much technology and slimming in here. Of course, not across the bust, and I'm fuller chested as well, and you know, a more mature bust line. So the straps fit perfectly, but this is where it targets for you. So from underneath your bust line, and because it's right there underneath your bust line, it kind of helps to support it a little bit.
It does.
Could use all the help it can get. And then this, I don't feel like...
You don't feel like you can't breathe, right?
No, I don't. I just feel smooth, as if somebody just went in there and just smoothed it down. It's actually very comfortable, almost cooling, and then it pulls down. I put it over my regular underwear, and I pulled it down, and it didn't roll up at all when I went to put my jeans on. And as I said, I was very pleased that I could get the zipper up easier on my jeans.
I love that.
So 2 thumbs up on this. I think as far as a shaping piece, this probably has more technology in it than a lot of them do.
It does, and you can see here the half moon shape on the sides, and that's because this is actually where we're going to move into like a level 3.
Okay.
You were asking what the difference was.
That's what I like. Yeah.
So this is level 2 if you really want to get technical, and then here in the half moon shapes on the side, you're going to get more of a level 3. So again, that's not going to extend over into the belly where it's not your belly, but it's right there where the love handles, the flanks, and the hangover part that we get over our panties.
Absolutely.
So that's going to give you that little bit of level 3. And so it really has a technology built in different places to give you exactly what you need in all the right spots.
I mean, we're going to take a look at our beautiful Adrienne. Adrienne's wearing I believe the chai.
Yes, and she looks fabulous. And you know, you notice not only is this giving her the smoothing and shaping, but it's also giving her a little bit of modesty. That's a thin white sweater. You can kind of see through. And so that's just another great way that we can wear these tanks. And she looks amazing. You can tell from the left to the right that she's so much more smoother. Again, we're real women. We have real areas that are going to spill over and be a little puffier on certain days.
This particular one affects your side. Do you see that? Because I have way more rolls than Adrienne has. And it
we don't believe that.
Yeah, and you know what's nice about it is you don't see them. You know, your garment isn't falling into them at all. all. Yet I can breathe very, very easily. I feel nicely supported, actually. I feel really good in these, right? And I'll be very honest with you, Adrienne, and this is not a criticism or anything. So I would, if you're wearing that white sweater, I would have taken this and worn it on the outside.
Sure.
So that you couldn't see the top of her pants. Because
Sure.
this, if you're wearing something that's light like that is, and you pull it out over the top of your pants, it'll be fine over the top of your pants.
Sure, it
as
was.
well.
And you know, this is not a surgical garment by any means, but I've heard a lot of women say that after they've had some type of a tummy surgery, and you have to be a little more careful about what you're putting on, it sort of gives a little bit of the right pressure. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because it really feels good on, I promise you.
It sort of makes you feel sort of held in, like a hug. We say that
like
sometimes.
a hug.
It's like a little hug. So it's comfortability without the discomfort that we get from shapewear. And look at Bridget. She looks amazing in the pink.
Yes.
Boy, that looks so pretty against your skin.
Adrienne.
I love that. And I love that color. It's so summery.
That color is pretty.
It looks really great on her. So again, she's wearing it as a base layer because these are the pieces that are going to make our outfits pop. What we've got on the underneath.
Bridget, you wear that outfit. Woo!
Woo!
You look amazing.
And
Adrienne,
Bridget is
you
big
look
busted,
beautiful too.
and you know, it's
fuller.
really given her that smoothing up top. You know, she's not
You see
filling
what
out.
we're talking about in this? Over 300 of you now have put it in the cart and checked out. Definitely put it in the cart and check out. You could wear any bottom that you want with this. That's a nice part about it. And, you know, it just, no matter what you have on, t-shirts, you know, I hate this time of the year for one reason, is I feel like there's not that many layers you can hide under, if I'm being perfectly honest.
And they get too hot, right?
And then it gets too warm. Where something like this, you could wear if you have an open knit like I have on, and it gives you enough camouflage. It curves you out a little bit and just gives you the confidence that you need. So you don't feel like you're jiggling everywhere.
Exactly. And I love that the straps are a little thicker, so it's going to hide your bra straps.
Definitely hide your
bra
straps.
if you happen to take off your jacket, which is another great feature.
Tagless.
So super comfy.
I look half as good as Bridget did.
Functional. I know. We all want the color Bridget has on now. She looks great.
Black and oatmeal, that's a color combination for you. $20 a piece for all this technology. This is going to be your oatmeal and white?
Oatmeal and white.
Okay, oatmeal and white. This is your black and white. This is the rose tan and chai. The rose tan is what Bridget had on. And then the navy and white for $12. Get it home. Try it. You'll find yourself wearing these
nautical
underneath everything.
I'm thinking
the navy and white,
with
very
the navy
nautical.
and white, so summery and pretty.